Okay, if you are in almost any workplace, you've probably heard about it. More work, less pay, smaller staff, smaller raises, if any raises at all. Lots of complaints in a lot of workspaces. All right, Valorie Burton, the author of Where Will You Go From Here, says, quit the complaining. I've got answers for you. I'm speaking on her behalf. In today's Reclaim Your Career, be glad in large part that you still have a job. Yes, a lot of companies are downsizing, which means we're not hiring anymore, but we are going to ask that you do more to work. So
yes,
how does one manage that?
It is stressful for a lot of people, and it's something that people ask me about a lot, that there's more on their plate because, you know, it's the other side of downsizing. There are fewer people, so now I'm doing 2 or 3 jobs. And so how is it that I deal with the stress of that? Because people are afraid, really, to complain.
Right. So I'm really oversimplifying it because you say, look, you know, it is difficult on everyone, but one, you've got to embrace that this is kind of the new normal.
It is the new normal. So, you know, resenting it, being angry, being frustrated is really not going to get you anywhere. So make a decision. I'm going to accept this new normal, or I'm going to look for other options. And that's possible, but it's more difficult, of course, than it was a few years ago.
So for one, you need to make some adjustments. In what way?
Yeah, so you want to ask yourself, what is causing me the most stress? So people who are feeling really stressed out, whether that is there's too much work, perhaps you need to have that simple conversation about extending some deadlines, maybe you need to delegate more. Some people are perfectionists, and right now it's not the time to be a perfectionist. You need to let some of that work go and allow other people to chip in and help.
And so time management sometimes.
Absolutely.
It's a matter of trying to rejuggle things. Okay, I got a lot more to do, but now I got to figure out how, you know, how to fit these puzzle pieces together.
And it's at home as well as at work. Sometimes you need to delegate at home too.
Okay, and of course you're working a lot more, which means you say you need to play harder, too.
That's right, that's right.
But if you're working harder, that means you have less time. When can you play?
You know what? You have to play hard, and we know that cliche, work hard, play hard, but there's actually research to back it up. So there's a researcher down at the University of North Carolina, Barbara Fredrickson, who talks a lot about positive emotion. And one of the things that's known is that positive emotion expands your ability to deal with adversity and with stress, and it builds up over time, almost like a cushion when you're having a lot of stress. So find those things you enjoy and make sure you make time for them.
Okay, so you got to set some boundaries as it pertains to work and play.
Yes, so set boundaries. That means you're going to have some non-negotiables. It might be dinner time. You know, only 28% of Americans actually eat dinner together anymore. Make that one of your non-negotiables. It might be working out, things like that you want to make sure that you set boundaries around. And if you're a high performer, you have a lot more negotiating power to do that.
All right. I like it. Thanks so much. I almost feel like I've gone to church with you. You know, a lot of inspiration here. I appreciate it. I know everybody else feels the same way. I know, you're doing it well. Valorie Burton, thanks so much. Author of Where Will You Go From Here? She just told you. This is where you go now. Thanks so much, Valorie.
Thanks, Fred.